$749 cannot be the stars. I have listened to the USDA paper and the other people, and they don't seem to think it's going to be bad. There's 3 exterior walls between cabins and the outside. It's not going to get through all of that. You can't even get sound through all of that. For the 92% number, 417 people have signed the change by one petition. That's 4.9% being 92%. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Montgomery Buyer, Madison Street. I live here in Decatur. The thing that I find the most troubling about IO properties coming into town is the way it was done. What's going to happen down the road, forward thinking, when other businesses come in, buy a property, and come in and try to change our laws that are here for a specific reason that city council members just like yourselves put in place with conversations that led up to that? What's going to happen down the road? Will we change our laws to suit whoever comes in? And then I have a question.
Mary.
I know you work, Mr. Bofal, with Colton Bickle closely, and you do run the Chamber of Commerce. IO being a business property, I was wondering if any vote on this, one way or the other, by you this evening would be considered a conflict of interest. I could see it either direction, if voted for IO properties or against being problematic with the chamber later on. Thank you.
Chair Gage.
My name is Judy Gage, and I live here in Decatur. Thank you for letting us speak. One of those things on this, you can just see and everything, but I do have a concern. In the sense of in I'm concerned about what if some of these concerns start coming to pass? What if people are nice? What if there is smell? What if there is contamination of water? What if there is devaluation of housing? What if crime starts rising? What is their plan to rectify this? Should these things start happening if this goes through? If this does prove to be a detrimental decision for our beautiful town, will there be no or will we be stuck as citizens that just got to pay the price of the decision? Thank you.
If there's a paper that you guys have, the next one, there's trust. 2017, if you want to let guilty, it has been clear to put your minds up at certificates of inspection in 37 incidents in Oregon South County. These charges of one moving for misdemeanor complete writing, the sale of the property in question could be charged as a felony. Now we know that building issue and trunk issues, we certainly cannot expect them to be telling the truth for other things. We should have nothing to do with any of this. It'd be very risky business. Decatur is better than this, I know you all. We cannot trust him. And to the city council, when you guys check it out, we got the wrong man to find this kind of information. We went down to all along, there's something is wrong with this. All those intentions are not on them. Let's put that to people in Decatur now and turn this down completely. Do not trust his stories or intentions. City council's first job is to serve the community residents. So stop dealing with this company. Keep our laws intact with no exceptions, especially now that we have a history of this forgery of promise. Should all want the best for Decatur, City council knows of the character of these guys, and I know that they cannot trust the intentions of the applicant. We know that this must be turned down for the facts given here, slaughter licenses, especially for the latest reason the trans is gone. None of us want a relationship that could really hurt Decatur with an untrusting source. This is the time for city council to represent the citizens properly and keep them alive that we currently have and done. They've been there a long time, and came from the root zone, of many others before us. Council has been further with gratitude for the non-disclosure of this criminal record. We would have found it how we did now. The big rain is gone, and now it's time to gracefully bow out with their feelings are good about leaving those promises behind. Let's bring a big part of the city and keep this place to find real city neighborhoods. And the time to get out in time before the permanent damage is done. Okay. June.
Hi, I'm June Moon. I live at 1717 Winchester Road here in Decatur. I don't have anything written down. There's a first for everything, right? So, but I do want to draw your attention to something that concerned me the other day on Facebook, on our Friends of Decatur site. There are two people who say they live in Decatur, but I don't seem to find any history on them or anything, and I just was wondering, perhaps they're here to see me, because I'd really like to meet them. One is a graduate from Adams Central, and does live in Decatur. Her name is Katie Fry, excuse me, and her profile picture is a really cute dog. She doesn't have anything, she has a friend, and that is Kathy McDonald, okay?
What's this?
So it's just a Katie's friend.
I don't know.
She has posted on Friends of Decatur, so I was just wondering if anybody knew her. Also, there is another person who has been posting on Friends of Decatur on behalf of IO, but speaking about, IO, and against some of the industries that are here. And her name is Kathy McDonald. And she has one friend. Her name is Katie Fry. And one other person, this is Kathy here. I would imagine she spoke very much and very loudly on Facebook against the people who did not want IO in this indicator.
Address council.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just very concerning, and I do smell a rat here. And I just want to say, is this how we're going to be treated? We have one friend of Katie McDonald, or Kathy McDonald, is Katie Fry. The mystery person, but one person I do know is Samantha Ain. I know is a real person from Ohio. So, thank you. Thank you.
Susan Bowman, Region.
My name is Susan Ballman. I live at 1016 East Monroe Street, and I appreciate another opportunity to speak in front of the city council. Here in the epicenter of manufacturing in the United States, we are known the world over for our technology, skill, craftsmanship, and innovation. Our manufacturing workers in this area have experienced the added benefit of learning new skills and abilities that have shown the potential to enhance the quality of life issues in their personal lives and in their lives within the communities. As a concerned citizen, I don't understand how anyone who actually lives here could think that a beef harvesting facility that slaughters 54,600 animals a year is a good fit for our small community. Other than a living wage, I can't think of one additional skill or ability that would serve to enhance the life of the employees in the slaughtering business.
In fact, there are many research studies that show the opposite effect, that slaughtering animals for a living has many consequences. These consequences may include, but are not limited to, a great potential for on-the-job injuries and emotional dissonance. Dissonance that can lead to depression, social withdrawal, and severe anxiety that often precipitates drug and alcohol abuse and domestic violence. Many of the workers increasingly are being treated for post-traumatic stress disorder. In essence, slaughterhouse workers are essentially desensitized emotionally, and their behavior outside of work reflected it in the research with spiking crime statistics within the communities where these animal harvesting facilities exist. While I believe these are very ambitious and good people, and I believe that the facility is almost a perfect fit for the operations of the IO business, I do not believe this business is a good fit for the citizens of Decatur. I am hoping that the student council members have done their research and have discovered for themselves the adverse social implications that occur on Unit 215. Again, thank you.
Next one, Tech Board. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. That was one of the high license plates. You think it was in town. Here, have a primary home residence within Decatur city limits. Yeah, so. City limits, really the worst impact your body now. Like you would other words, being when you these are my making team, and following up the words that were when to the sense of the game. Come to there were several things as you were young, and we were deciding to allow down since really silence. So it should be considered progress. So the power that was on states, and building the United States. Perhaps it should be more outside of roles instead of student roles. I know that many of you have read the I want you to see themselves on the community environment. If I would have allowed even to the city, there's so many investors or youth companies like Cooper Farms and others that we have to make sure that they really go here. And we're demonstrating the control of the government. If you haven't noticed that we've already begun, and you get the worse. Because they and we're saying that we're Decatur deserves some Rita Rex.
My name is Rhea Gratz, and I live in Adams County and have for most of my life. I have a report here that is based on an inspection on July 12th through 13th, 2021. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management has reason to believe that Clover Inc. DBA Thunderbird Products has violated environmental permit conditions. The violations are based on the following. Respondent failed to complete daily inspections, weekly observations, and monthly inspections for gel coating booths.
There's items in this report. We're all concerned about odor from a natural resource, and we have a violation of a company that is already within Decatur city limits. This went on for 4 years, from June 19th of 2017 to December 31st, 2021. This is dated and signed March 21st of 2022. This is chemicals. It was in the Decatur city limits, and everybody was worried about polluting from a natural resource. Waves, you are an amazing person. Your family is an amazing family. And if it's so strong, I will be honored and proud to be a community and work for you.
I'm doing quick from my document. Overall, thank you, council, for all that you do and serving the public. I know it's not an easy job, so thank you for all you do. I'd just like to make a comment in favor of this plan. The manager for Indiana Farm Bureau, if you want to volunteer. So I was getting a Farm Bureau, I was close to 900 farmer members. And in my job, I know that everybody can support those members. This will be a business opportunity for many farmers. I know of several young farmers who are being started feeding cows, they're being in the beef business, and I don't think they have to say, if you have a local place to buy this cow, they're everyone. I have a son, we know the cow, and it was even 5 cows, 2 counties away. It might be another place that we can sell cow. So it would be a good thing. Think about it, and you're making a decision. And when I reach, I think it could be a better opportunity for young people and we need to work on for everyone. Thank you. I speak in spirit.
Kathleen Kozlowski.
Hi, everyone. We have Bill Kozlowski, and I live on 450 West Avenue, Provo. Regarding this issue, my husband and I were house divided. While I have reservations, Joe thought it was a great opportunity for Decatur. We listened to the tour, and learned more about our properties and country culture. Now we both see the benefit of doing business in Decatur. So the change is good. So we bought the Beansville, and that's good. We have a vision for good jobs, and that's good. And we produce beef and a central product. Their presence will diversify our local economy, and that change will be good as well. Our properties and country culture has invested in the general already. In that we can employ our residents in the industry, provide food to the community. They meet with the city employees, they provide for questions and answers with their parents. And we have a new member who wants to get plugged into Decatur and help see our city grow. We all know recently the U.S. Supreme Court created one of our most controversial laws. Surely Decatur, Indiana, can improve ordinance section 130.02. However, I ask that city council change the ordinance and allow the contribution to operate. Make a decision, whatever that decision may be, just make a decision so everyone can move forward. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank
As far as the regulations and the was out from a sheet inspector to one inspector to another. Whether there's anything that we use job exposure and the inspector said it needs inspected and used. The next inspector said it needs inspected even more use. So again, we are trying to do that a previous. We have some violation and have no further issues. Things responsible to spare. June 15th, we here to show you to show up if there's Jamie also said that that person was completely closed. There wasn't a cattle on that day, and film be away. Far further away than 140 feet, the nearest house is due around. It smelled of pee. We should have sympathy for our neighbors of Dearborn, from the other neighborhoods that are not necessary. Completed, insurance, instead, you're downtown right myself. We have and should maintain a unified community and not go on neighborhood communities just because we don't live there. The majority of the people that stay in the favor of our streets that do not live in the city limits. It is your responsibility as the city council to make citizens to live here. As mentioned on the 15 people, 80% that I confidently vote against the project. As mentioned on recent professional survey, over 90% are against this project. You vote in stations, not outside of lands, to listen to them. Small houses should be located outside of city limits. Steve Milliken. I'm Steve Milliken. I'm a fifth generation grave founder in Mercer County. I've known the Flames family for many years. And also I want to touch base with the Coopers. Coopers were mentioned. I live close enough to the St. Henry Cooper's plant in St. Henry. If anybody is worried about the value of homes, go to the little town of St. Henry and look at how well it's doing with the Cooper's processing plant. That's been there 20 years, and the houses are not going down the value at all. Then around the Coopers took us through it. The smell is not there. I don't live close to the plant, like some people will in Decatur, but sister lives there, and she never complains about Coopers, about the smell. And she lives 1,000 feet away. Never. His family's a good family, and I'm also a DFA member who owned the building prior. They don't know who else would handle this building better than the Flames. This is what happened. What are we going to do? My name is John Irving from Frederick Irving. And sir,
can you put it more to your mouth?
okay, and I'm here in favor of the smattering house. Mainly because I just want to say that there have been a lot of smattering plants inside of city limits in the past, and they've made it work. My father used to haul logs into Detroit for years, and took one on the ride, and they would kill 15 to 16,000 here in County, and they made that work. And there's still one going on inside the property and so it can be done. But I wanted to say another thing I've got and the chicken complex. And we built that in Madison town. And there were plenty of people that tried to stop us from building that. So it doesn't matter where you put it. Somebody's gonna try to stop it. I've got a 35 head hog farm on another farm, and my neighbors trying to stop me from building that. But I was with them all down the so we were gonna have to build it anyhow. So it doesn't seem to matter where somebody's gonna try to stop it because it's gonna intimidate them, or it's gonna bother them. And we're very regulated, especially in that chicken complex. We never start up until the end of that until maybe an inspector shows up. We're not allowed to start anything until she shows up. And everyone's regular, all the time. And that's the way all the livestock industry is anymore. Okay, we're fortunate in this country to have such a high quality of standards with meat production. You to 18. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, very hard, somewhere around. And I just wanted to say that I bring a lot of these people that own properties, whole life, and they always give back to the community like you've never seen people do. Like at the fair, they've done numerous fundraisers and all kinds of stuff. And if you guys ever need something in the community, I am 100% convinced that they always will be there to support you guys. Thank you. Hello, my name is Tim Eller, 1718 West Main Street. At least twice, you as council members received a letter from a nationally recognized site consultant, one indicator of the long-term adverse impacts of a slaughterhouse to a primary industrial park. The letter states, and I quote, "A fair siting decision such as this may significantly undermine prospective business expansions and business attraction efforts." In other words, while this business in this location spurs future growth in this industrial park, the entity previously representing the slaughterhouse as well as hundreds of other industries and helping them find the best possible location to build. So you notice in Decatur a level of experience worthy of our attention. And this expertise tells us that slaughterhouse in this industrial park, with existing industry, people farms less than 150 feet away, is more ill-advised and problematic. Decatur City Council, should you decide to allow Highway Slaughterhouse to instantly change the business climate in Decatur, you will kill our industrial park in a time when we should be working to expand complementary opportunities for growth. You tie the people to the next city council who will want to positively grow our economic base. You got long-standing and important industry that slaughterhouse added into our community is very important for their learning future growth. And you turn your back on citizens who call this slaughterhouse city their home. You may have multiple voices telling you as far as the slaughterhouses go, they can be in the green one. Even if it's clean, it's still a slaughterhouse. And experts, national experts tell us that economic impact will not be good for Decatur. We deserve better. Tom, you're on there, you know. Yeah.